Have you ever noticed how the smallest things, like a jump rope, can make the biggest difference? So every morning I pick up this rope, not because I am training for an Olympics. It's not because I'm trying to show off. You know, I jump rope because it resets and it clears the cobwebs. It reminds me that I'm still here, I'm still strong, and I'm still moving. So in this video, I'm going to wrap up a series that's been really deeply personal. It's not about how to look good in workout clothes, but how to overcome the real challenges that people from everywhere preventing them from starting. And before we're done, I'll show you how a few simple movements rooted in history, science, and practicality can change not just your body, but how you see yourself. And stick around for one small mindset shift. It's a mindset shift that can flip the switch in your head and bring movement back to life. I'm Andy. I'm 77 years old. I'm a cancer survivor. I'm a fitness instructor, a cyclist, dog lover, and, well, you know, a guy who's made a few mistakes over the years, mostly involving donuts and sedentary living. But here's the thing. I turned it around, not with a magic pill, but with something more powerful. Consistency. And that consistency lives inside a system that I teach called 5DX60, a modern evolution of a legendary program created by one of the great unsung fitness pioneers, Dr. Bill Orban. Now, he wasn't just a scientist, he was a university athlete, a rugby player, played pro football for a spell, a guy with biceps and a brain. Back in the day, the Royal Canadian Air Force asked him to solve a problem they had, how to keep our pilots fit without a gym, without equipment and excuses. The result was no frills, scientifically grounded routine that transformed physical readiness across thousands of Air Force members stationed all over the world. I've adapted that system into 5DX60 because we're no longer 25-year-old pilots. We're wiser, but we're also facing sarcopenia, joint pain, and the emotional weight of aging. And that's where the mental part of fitness really begins. So if you watch my videos, you've probably seen him, my golden retriever mix, Charlie, rescue dog, full-time shadow. He's the tail, wagging heart of my routine. Charlie doesn't care how many push-ups I do, but he does care that we walk, we play, we stretch, and we stay connected. And research agrees. People over 60 with pets are more active, more socially engaged, and report better mental health. So if you're feeling low, maybe the answer doesn't come in a bottle, maybe it comes on 4 legs. So after the past 4 videos, we've tackled 4 emotional blocks that I've seen again and again in my classes. First of all, fear. Not just fear of injury, fear of failure, of looking silly, of proving our worst thoughts about ourselves, right? We talked about how movement chips away at fear, and one breath, one rep at a time. And then there's shame, that creeping voice that says, you're behind, you're too far gone. Exercise reminds us, you know, we're not defined by our past, but we choose to do today. And loneliness, it's not being alone, it's the ache of disconnection. But even when done solo, structured movement like 5DX60 gives your day shape, purpose, and identity. And finally, well, number 4, lack of purpose. After retirement or after loss, that old rhythm of life, it can fall apart. But building a daily routine builds a sense of mission. It tells your brain, hey, we've still got things to do. So here is the big question. If we know exercise helps, why do so many people still quit? Because we're taught to focus only on the physical. But the breakthrough comes when we bring meaning to the movement. And, you know, here's a tip. Tomorrow morning, when you begin your first move, try saying out loud, this is my reset. This is for me. This is how I come back to life. That's not fluff. That's a mental cue, a neurological anchor. It turns habit into purpose. Now let's talk about my daily 5. These moves have been through the ringer of research and real-world feedback when its founder, Bill Orban, developed it for the Air Force. Now, I don't do them to look good in a tank top. This is from yesterday's workout when I rode my bike actually to the park. And I was doing them in the gym today. Now, I do them because they work for my spine and my heart and my joints and my peace of mind. So toe touches start here to open up my spine and hips with forward and side bends. I loosen everything that gets tight from sitting. This move from military drills and yoga. It's graceful, practical, and wakes up without caffeine. The abdominal crunch, the sit-up, I do this on a mat or a ball. This isn't about six-pack abs. It's about core control, digestion, balance, and keeping my posture proud. And the Superman exercise. Now I stretch out face down, lift my arms and legs, and hold. This strengthens the entire posterior chain, back, glutes, and shoulders, and it reverses the hunch that screens and age bring in. Now push-ups, these are humbling and empowering. I modify them as needed. It's about chest, shoulders, and telling my body that I'm still strong and I can still push back. Now cardio, I jump rope, of course. This is my joy. I get the blood moving, the brain firing, and a little sweat going, and you can march in place, dance, or cycle. The important part is to elevate your heart and your mood, and yes, I track my jumps because I'm doing the Beat Andy Jump Rope Challenge. If you've gotten value from this, subscribe. It's not just a number. It tells YouTube, show this to more people like me. And head to 5dx60.com to download the free starter pack. It includes the full chart, the jump rope tracker, and the beginner's calendar. And this isn't just a workout, it is a return to strength. So here's what I hope you take away. Movement is powerful, but movement with meaning, that's transformational. You don't have to do it all today, you just have to start. And tomorrow start again. Because every toe touch, every jump, every push-up says, I'm still here, and I'm still strong. And let's keep going. Let's age strong together.